Hi everybody, this is the Hanneman and Manuela paralogue. It's a little different from everything we've done before. For one, Manuela starts out all by herself on the other side of the map. She's not in immediate danger, but it'll be a priority to get over there and back her up. Unfortunately, there's some rough terrain in the way, so it's not just a matter of walking. The deployment limit is tiny, only 7 units, and 3 of those units are forced. That means I have to choose my other 4 units carefully. I've gone with Lysithea, Marianne, Hilda, and Flame. Lysithea is now a Valkyrie. The mount works against her on the stairways, but other than that, it's a huge boost to her mobility. While the rest of the team goes east, I want Lysithea to sweep the left side with Vantage. However, I haven't dumped a bunch of magic boosters on her yet, so I have to be a little bit clever about how I use her. Hanneman has innate rally magic, so he might be able to help her out in a pinch. Marianne's back to dancing. She'll speed up the rest of my team a lot. Hilda and Flame round out the squad as my 2 flyers. Flight is fantastic on this map. An impassable cliff splits it in 2, but flyers can cross between the left and right sides freely, and Hilda and Flame have the means to bring others across too. Hanneman will play pure support here, but I'm going to feed Manuela. I plan to deploy both Manuela and Dorothy on one late game map, and I want them to contribute there, so I'd like for them to at least reach level 20 and qualify for advanced classes of their own. Now that everyone else has promoted, I can spare them some attention. Accordingly, Dorothea is one of my adjutants. She's paired up with Manuela because the 2 of them have a link bonus. Petra and Ignatz tag along as well. Of all my units not actually on the map, they're the ones most desperate for more skill points. Ignatz eventually needs sword, axe, and brawling points for sword crit plus 10 and War Master. Petra is looking for sword, lance, axe, and flying so that she can dodge with swords as a Falcon Knight and Wyvern Lord. The objective is to kill the boss, but other enemies drop 2 great prizes. One is a rapier, a light, accurate sword effective against horse and armored units. Leaving aside the shop in Abyss, you only get 2 of these. The second is exclusive to Verdant Wind. The other item is the only experience gem, which doubles experience earned when held. It's not as impactful as the knowledge gem, but that's still a hefty boost, especially for a team as large as mine. Lysithea could one-shot this Swordmaster, but there's no need. With Vantage, she can finish the job on enemy phase. It takes 45 magical attack to kill this mercenary. With Miasma Delta, Lysithea has 45 exactly. That's a typical experience with Vantage Lysithea. She's right on the edge of those one-shot kill thresholds most of the time, and she needs several infusions of magic boosters to stay ahead. Her higher power spells can cover the difference in a pinch, but those only have a few charges when she's not a Grimoire. Now that she's sending Byleth ahead, Marianne needs the March Ring more than he does.
Who, me?
Hilda moves 1 space less than her maximum to keep away from the mages. Flame is naturally pretty slow, but Dark Flyer's class bonuses and Darting Blow make up for that. This Swordmaster has an offensive gambit, but Byleth's charm is such that he has a reasonable chance to dodge. Given that this is happening on turn 1, I'm not too bothered by the risk.
Watch and learn.
Up here, Hilda cuts off the Armored Knight, and she prevents him from moving into the forest when he attacks. Armors only have 4 movement, and it takes 5 to get to the tile south of her. Marianne needed the March Ring to get into these woods and dance for Flame. Flame could have waited elsewhere, but this also puts Marianne as far north as possible, and that's where the team is headed. She doesn't need the March Ring anymore, so that's why she gave it back to Byleth. Flame flies north and plucks Manuela from the hill. Manuela gets to wail on this archer who can't move and can't fight back.
It could get rough.
Lysithea dismounts to climb the stairs. There's an assassin up here, and Lysithea needs 49 attack to kill him. This situation calls for Darkspike's Tau. If Lysithea goes too far, then she'll be in range of an archer as well. That would be fine, but I don't want her to use up Darkspikes completely if I can avoid it. Because Lysithea can kill with her counterattack, the assassin will attempt to use a gambit, but his chance to hit is pretty bad. Since Byleth got the March Ring back, he can walk all the way up next to the archer where his professor's guidance maximizes Manuela's XP gains. Flame trades with Manuela so that Manuela auto-equips the experience gem. That way, I won't forget. Hilda brings Marianne forward far enough to reach Manuela. This is how Byleth maximizes Manuela's XP. Not on the archer kill, but on the following brigand, when she has the experience gem in hand. Here, she's standing in range of a single archer. She can handle the damage. Miasma, backed by a magic staff, is over the kill threshold for the archer. That's an unacceptable miss, though.
It could get rough.
My turn?
Let's take them out. Who, me?
Hanneman heals Lysithea back up. This gives her some flexibility. She can afford to take another hit now, so she doesn't absolutely have to kill in one shot. Kanto lets Lysithea retreat out of range.
Stay focused.
Thank you. Who, me?
The biggest threats on the east side of the map are these two Pegasus Knights. Hilda can bait one of them without getting into the Warlock's range. She can also soften up this archer for someone else to kill, namely Manuela.
You know what you're doing?
Oops.
Who, me?
Stay focused.
You're the best. Who, me? Oh, nice. Know what you're doing?
Manuela now has Axebreaker. That's convenient.
Leave it to me. Let us away. I owe you one.
Now healed and packing Axebreaker, Manuela has pretty good chances to survive.
Try harder.
That brawler would have had to hit 3 39% attacks out of 4. Actually 30.81% each, so she lives 91% of the time. Hexblade negates the avoid bonus from the train.
Thanks.
And with Grounder, Manuela can just barely kill the Pegasus Knight. If she doesn't miss, anyway. Again, I don't want to use up Dark Spikes. This time, Hanneman can rally Lysithia's magic to push her attack power over the top. She can't reach the Brigand on her horse, but she can if she walks.
I don't have...
Even with this heal, Manuela is counting on Axebreaker to keep her alive. If she failed to dodge, I could first try to shift the RNG sequence by making Flame act before Hilda. Hilda could activate her crest when she uses her combat art, in which case she would prevent the knight's counterattack so that he wouldn't use up a couple of random numbers. Failing that, Flame would just have to kill the armored knight herself.
Who, me? Let us away. Good assist.
But capture that.
Death God. Hey!
Stupid wind crits. Now I have to think about whether I want that or not.
Let us away. Who, me?
This Swordmaster is obnoxious because he hits hard and he's difficult to reach on player phase, but Hilda can neutralize him.
Stay focused.
Manuela now has 2 juicy kills lined up.
Let's take them out. Getting.
Who, me?
Good assist.
Since this archer can use disturbance, I want Lysithea to stay at least 7 spaces away from him.
Leave it to me.
My turn?
Thanks.
Miasma only has 1 charge left, and I want Lysithea to be as accurate as possible, so I'm switching her to Dark Spikes first. Once she has used up Dark Spikes, she'll revert to the highest spell in her list as long as she has no usable weapons in her inventory. That spell is going to be Miasma. Another stride from Hanneman helps Lysithea climb the next stairway.
This might be my limit.
Nosferatu doesn't kill, and it also heals Lysithea enough for her to survive the counterattack. Manuela has already gained 3 levels. That's not a bad effort.
Good assist.
Now she can act again, and Flame can bring her over to the west side of the map. Using the Levin sword, Manuela can counterattack the boss. Thanks to Lily's poise from Flame, she'll survive. Hilda repositions Marianne away from the Swordmaster.
Hey,
Death?
you're just. Hey!
Being mindful. Much needed.
Now, Hilda can take Byleth across the gap. Flying reposition is pretty nice. Lysithea needs to weaken the boss. I checked whether she can use Nosferatu, but she has a chance of killing if her crest activates, and she also might die if it doesn't.
We are the death. Our power is yours.
Well, I'm not trading around the knowledge gem. That's been on Dorothea the whole time. She needs a lot of reason points for a future warlock promotion.
Apologies.
Manuela gets another level. With that, the map is over. The Ashen Will's paralogs are next. Are we ready? Only one way to find out.